Hey, so today I want to talk about something that is probably going to be, uh, I guess, pessimistic in a way, but, and obviously it's probably going to be something that a lot of people will disagree with, if anyone even cares, solely because usually if you talk about anything that you see in an overly positive or overly pessimistic way, there's always going to be someone who has a differing view based around like the whole like they're overly positive or they're overly pessimistic, or they like to think realistically, but it's not like realistically, it's just like their own opinion rather than like realistically. And like I said, I'm always down to hear other people's opinions, but I'm going to give what will probably be considered a shit opinion. And that opinion is that I truly think that some things are just not meant to be for like specific interests of sorts. I'm already like fucking up trying to like explain what I mean. What I mean is like when you're younger, you're taught that if you put your mind to it, you can do anything, right? They're told like, keep trying, keep practicing, you'll do your best, right? Like if someone isn't good at football or something like that, and they keep playing, they keep practicing, eventually like people can get good at it. But what I mean is, I think it is physically possible for some people to actually just be completely unable to learn or understand something, regardless of how much they enjoy it, regardless of how much you teach it to them, regardless of how much time it takes, that they will just never be good at that exact thing that they have spent their whole life trying to be good at. And like I said, that's like a pessimistic view that people can easily just be like, oh, well, that's not true because like you just got to keep trying and sometimes you got to look at it from a different angle. But it's like, I, I just genuinely feel like there is the possibility that some people's brains just can't process some things in particular. Now, like the best example for me is that I have been playing fighting games for years, like for a long ass time. I don't know when I started because fuck if I remember anything that happens in my life outside of the negativity. But if I were to try and remember when I started fighting games, I wouldn't remember. I literally couldn't remember. However, I have played them for pretty much the as long as I can remember, which I can't. I'm like already fucking stuff. I played it for a long ass time, like incredibly long ass time, probably for like the majority of my life. However, I'm not good at it. I'm not good at fighting games, no matter what anyone has ever said to me. Because when I play any kind of fighting game around like my cousin, like I play Smash Bros or Mortal Kombat, and like he'll always just be like, "Wow, you're really good at those games," and it's like I'm not. Like I'm literally not. Like you can't watch someone play as Kung Lao in Mortal Kombat 11 and say they're good. Like I pick Kung Lao because all you have to do is just a back and forth of triangle and square and he'll easily do a combo, and like Kung Lao has like the easiest combos. That's not good at the game. That's just able to string together combos. And like I said, I play Smash Bros a lot, and some people don't consider it's a fighting game. I still don't give a shit what anyone says. People can keep saying that Smash Bros is not a fighting game. It is. It's a party fighting game. It's still a fighting game. Whether people like to admit it or not, it is. But am I good at it? No. No matter what my cousin has told me, I am not good at it. I can beat him, and that is it. Just because you can beat one person, even though he's actually good at the game, the only reason he doesn't win is because of luck, basically. I beat him based around luck because of like a random item spawn where I just happen to throw it correctly, or I get a partner, or I just happen to get a lucky shot in because he missed something. But I've never beaten him based around my own actual skill. I've only ever won because of just cheap tactics, spamming moves, and helpers. But out of all my years of playing fighting games, I've never been good at one. Not a single game have I ever been good at. I have never done a like sick ass juggle combo. Hell, in all my years of playing fighting games, I don't think I've ever done a combo that's gone past like 12. Like ever. And that's not a joke. I have played as so many fucking fighting games, and I still can say that I don't think I've ever gotten a combo that has gone past 12. I have never comboed into like a super move. I have never juggled anyone. I have never parried in games. I don't do anything. Like, I'm shit at fighting games. I suck at all of them. And I've been playing them for so long. Like, I could literally go through a list of the ones I've played. I have played Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, Armageddon, the DC one that was like really bad, the Mortal Kombat DC, 9, 10, and 11. I played Street Fighter 1, 2, 3, and Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Street Fighter 5. I played Tekken. I can't remember which Tekken. I did play a Tekken. I want to say Tekken 4, but I remember playing it at someone's house a long time ago. But I played one of the Tekkens. I played King of Fight. I've played quite a few of the King of Fighters, like a lot of them. I've played. I'm like trying to like look at my thing. I played Blaze Blue, however the fuck you say it. I played 2 of those Blaze Blue games. I played 2 Guilty Gear games. I played Skullgirls. I've played Dead or Alive 4, 5, and 6. I played Injustice 1 and 2. And if I were to look over this, I played the PlayStation All-Stars, which isn't that great of a game, but like, whatever. But at the end of the day, I have played so many fighting games, and I've played them for so long, and this isn't like something where it's like, oh, I played it, I button mash, and then I move on. No, I've spent time learning combos. I spent time practicing. I spent time learning, like, frames and shit, like looking at like, oh, what moves are safe? How can I do certain combos? Like, is there like a certain juggle? All that kind of shit. I've spent a lot of time in those. If any fighting game had a training mode, I spent a lot of time learning. Like, I would go to tutorials just to make sure I knew everything. Even if I already knew it already, I would just sit there in training mode, just doing all sorts of crazy shit. But then, as soon as I have to play the game, can't do a fucking thing. I can't land a special move. I can barely land an uppercut in Mortal Kombat. I can't get hell, in Mortal Kombat, I can't get a combo over 4. Even if, like, I look in the moves and I'm like, okay, here's like a 5-hit combo move, I will somehow fuck it up and never get it. Whenever I finally got to play Street Fighter V online, I won against people. But the reason I won was because those people were literally just like doing like neutral jabs, and that was it. Like, they weren't even trying. And then whenever I fought someone who was actually working their ass off, they were doing like these 30-hit combos that ended in like a super meter, and then they would just spam zoning. They would just zone you out, and it was just like so infuriating. But it was like, these people are actually good at the game. But this is like the example I want to set. Or I want to show is that I have done this for years. I have played so many fighting games to the point where most people would look at that like roster of fighting games you play and been like, damn, you must be like a diehard fighting game fan. And it's like, yes, I love fighting games. I fucking love them. I just can't fucking play any of them. After all these years, after all the training, after working my ass off trying to be good at these games, ever since I was literally a fucking child creature that just chewed on his controllers because I was too stupid to know how to do anything, to the adult I am now, I still cannot play fighting games. I play them to this day, but I'm shit. If I went online on Mortal Kombat 11 for 1 second, I would get washed. Double flawless every match. No problem. If I played Smash Bros. Ultimate online, I would get, and let's say we had like 5 stock, right? They would completely wipe all 5 of my stocks without me even scratching them. So at the end of the day, I've been learning for years. I've been trying. And one thing I realized is that my brain just can't keep up with it. My brain can't keep up with some combos. My brain can't keep up with that shit. So I realize that it's just not meant to be. I am never going to be good at these games. I can play them and have fun at my own pace, fighting against, an AI ranging from like easy to hard, and then that's about it. But when it comes to being good at the game, I'm just never going to be good. Ever. Like, I will never be good at these games, no matter how hard I try. And it sucks because I love these games. I love playing fighting games, but no matter how hard I try, I will never be good enough. I can never be good. I can't learn. I have spent all my time trying to teach myself and learn. I've even watched videos of people like, maybe telling you like, oh, what kind of mentality do you have to go into it? Like, how do you prepare? How do you fucking like get better? And when I try to learn from them, it all goes in one ear and out the other because it just makes no sense to my dumbass brain. I'm an idiot. I'm a failure, and I just can't do anything right. Which is the proof that I need that tells me that sometimes it's just not meant to be. Sometimes you just won't be good enough. And sometimes, no matter how much time, how much hard work and training and thought you put into it, you just can't do it. Sometimes there are just some things that are beyond some people's grasp. Like, there are some people that no matter how much they love something, they can watch like baseball their whole life and they can love it and they can even train for it. But at the end of the day, if their brain can't process what they're trying to learn and it keeps rejecting everything they try to learn, they're not going to go anywhere with it. And no matter how much time and training you put into it, if your brain rejects it and your brain can't learn this thing physically, you're just fucked. You can't do it. It's just one of those things where it's like, you can't do it. You can't do it because your brain refuses it. Compared to like Pokemon, where I can like know just about everything off the top of my fucking ass, and I can just look at everything and be like, oh, this is like simple fucking mathematics. But when it comes to fighting games, I can't even do a 3-hit combo without having a fucking stroke. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just some weird thing. I was hoping this would not go over 10 minutes, but whatever. So, yeah, honestly, I do personally believe, like, ever since, like, my whole fucking problem with fighting games, I've truly believed that there are just some things that some people's minds will not grasp and will just never be good at. No matter how much you like it, you can keep doing it and saying, I enjoy this thing, but you'll never be good at it. And I've tried so hard to be good at it. And I've played so many different games trying to be good at all of them, and I've been good at none. I've even focused down on one of them, trying to just be good at just this one singular one, no distractions, only this one, and I still can't do it. So that just kind of, and maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the first human ever to not be able to do something if I put my mind to it. Maybe I'm the first ever human to do that, but I doubt it. So at the end of the day, I truly believe that sometimes just can't do it. Some things are just unobtainable and undoable, and sometimes you'll just never be good at a certain thing, no matter how hard and how much time and effort and learning you put in. You'll just never be good enough sometimes. So yeah, I don't know, pessimistic view. It's obviously going to be one of those where everyone's just going to collectively be like, wow, you're an ignorant fucking moron, and no human should ever believe that because that's incredibly wrong. But in my case, it's true. It may be wrong for the rest of humanity, but I'm apparently a special case where I'm shit at everything. I'm just shit at everything. There is not a thing I am good at. I suck at everything. So yeah, I don't know. Whatever.